Hey guys, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to our app, Yoga Plus. You will have access to an incredible selection of videos led by top instructors in yoga, fitness, nutrition, and so much more. Download our Yoga Plus app available on iOS and Android
A
today.
little mini garden. If you have any dirt around your residence at all, use it to grow something. Absolutely. It's so easy. Arugula grows like a weed. It's beautiful. It smells great, and why not eat it every day? It's only going to make you more fabulous. I mean, just a great bread, tomato sandwich with real mayonnaise. And my recommendation there, by the way, is veganese or veganese, as some people call it. You find it in the refrigerator in a health food store, and it's the best tasting mayonnaise. It's the one that tastes the most like the one you make at home. And yes, make it at home if you can. That's great with olive oil and lemon. It's not hard. But if you can't, then instead of just buying kind of cruddy grocery store mayonnaise, splurge for veganese, and use it in all your recipes. It's so good in so many things. It's just, for example, a little bit of curry powder in that makes the best dip ever. So simple. And yet, curry is wonderful for you. Turmeric is wonderful for you. And those things are so pretty too. When you start sprinkling a little turmeric on things, all of a sudden you go, yeah, that looks great, right? Or smoked paprika, healthy, wonderful, smells good, looks beautiful. So you don't have to suddenly become a gourmet cook, but do these simple things that help you appreciate how good your food is and how much you deserve to have good food and your guests deserve to have good food. People ask me all the time, well, isn't it really expensive to eat healthy? Well, you want to, what's expensive is having something go wrong with you. That's what's expensive. The medical bills are expensive and dental. Dentists now are seeing affluent people come into their practices with rotting teeth. Guess why? Coffee drinks that are mostly sugar and milk, and they're being held against your gums all day long. I went with a girlfriend one time to take a class in how to start a cafe. She had a property that she thought she wanted to turn into a cafe, so we went up to San Francisco to take this class and sat down in the room, and the first thing the guy said was, "You think you're here to talk about coffee? Well, let me tell you, this business is not about coffee. It's about milk and sugar. So next time you're in Starbucks or one of those places, look around and guess what? Guess what everybody is drinking and eating? Milk and sugar. Neither of which grandma here is going to recommend to you, nor will anyone who is going to try and teach you how to be healthy and strong. So yeah, that's how. And think about the money. And prices have gone up. But the money that we spend, not me, but a lot of people spend on those coffees or fast food, add it up. And eating real food at home or with your friends is less, is substantially less. And of course, you won't have the medical bills. Also, it's good for your social life. People love it when you cook for them. Restaurants, I'm sorry, I can't believe what it costs to go out for a lunch, a sandwich, a not nothing. I mean, it's 50 bucks out the door before you've done anything, and not a great meal, just something. And I'm not talking about fast food particularly, but I can't believe how much fast food costs too. By the time you get the drink in the all of the waste material that you then have to throw away and so on, um, it's not cheap. And I think if you experiment with your budget and how much you're going to find that eating healthier is actually going to save you money.
Yes, no, it does. I've made a commitment once a week. I'll have that leeway to go out to a restaurant. But majority of the time, I love using my Instant Pot.
That is a great little tool, and an air fryer, a simple air fryer, is a great tool. You can throw some asparagus in there or some cauliflower, and you can turn it into a great little thing in no time. And there's nothing wrong with that. And going back to what I said, my thing was putting a meal on in 15 minutes. How do you get her done? Fast. It doesn't have to be a laborious kind of deal, but eat real food.
In your book, Brownies for Breakfast, what are maybe your top 3 food swatches?
The main secret is pumpkin. Pumpkin is magic. Pumpkin and nut butter together act like flour and grease, but they're nutritious. So you'll find a number of recipes that use that for pancakes, for muffins, for cakes. That's an easy one. And yes, it will cost a little more for the nut butter, but it's real food. So, and once you've eaten one of those brownies or one of those muffins that the recipes are in the book for, you're done. You've eaten. Your body reacts in a completely different way. So, yeah, switch out flour for maybe also almond flour. It's great. Coconut flour isn't quite as nutritious. Protein count isn't there as almond flour. Um, there chickpea flour. There are all kinds of. Oh, pasta. Here's a tip. Chickpea pasta. If you haven't tried it, it's great. It works, but don't do it the way they tell you on the label. The chickpea pasta, if you put it in the soup that you've made by my directions, or anything that you have that has a soupy texture, throw the chickpea pasta in it and heat it up, boil it, and then let it sit for 8 minutes. Instead of boiling the chickpea pasta first, just let it soak up the liquid from whatever liquidy thing, soupy thing you're eating. It tastes better, texture is better, it's easier, and you haven't messed up the pot that you cook the chickpea pasta in. So, and I don't know, do you have a Trader Joe's that you shop at?
Yes.
Okay, well, for example, they have a tomato feta soup. That's good. And it's a good base for a lot of things, a good fast way to do things. Throw some chickpea pasta in that. And don't boil it first, just throw it in there, heat it to boil, let it boil for, a minute maybe, and then put a lid on it and just let it sit. The chickpea pasta is very high in protein and fiber, got a great nutritional profile. It's got one ingredient in it. One ingredient, chickpea. And you can do it in the microwave. And a lot of people think if you're a health advocate or of diet, or that I love microwaves. I have had a microwave since the early 70s, right? Because you can do miracles in 15 minutes if you have a microwave. No, I don't cook meat in a microwave or anything like that, but to reheat stuff, to reheat soup, to reheat coffee, whatever, it's genius. So yes, microwave, very helpful.
Lynne, thank you so much for coming on our show. Do you mind telling our viewers where we can find you?
Oh, lynnebowman.com. Just be sure to spell it LYNNEBOWMAN.com. So I do YouTubes but I'm lazy. I'd rather go gardening or something. So um, I don't do a ton of it. But if you want to reach me, there's a contact form on lynnebowman.com. And I love hearing from people when you've tried to cook something from the book. I love to see pictures of how it turned out. And of course, reviews for the book, always huge. That is very helpful. And they're on Amazon. There's an Audible version of it now, which people have told me they enjoy.
Oh, nice.
But it's not just a cookbook. About half the book is just talking about how to eat healthy and the things we've talked about here, switches to make and so on, and why to do it. So people have enjoyed the Audible book, and I recommend that as one way. And then you can download an ebook to have in your kitchen when you actually want to make the recipes. Or there's a paperback, or there's a brutally expensive hardback version, but and I'm sorry that Amazon made that so expensive. but you can get it much less expensively as an ebook or an Audible. And thank you for hosting all the people you have who are out there talking about how to be healthy.